Hello, and welcome to a tier list, if you want to call it that. And today we'll be ranking every single movie up until Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 for Marvel. If you didn't know this, enjoy Marvel. I've watched them all. I've reviewed them a couple times by myself. I just like to talk about movies. If you do too, then just stay here. Be sure if you feel free to leave your reviews in the comments. You can even slander my reviews. That's the whole point of reviews, for you to hear them. I don't know. Let's just get on with this. Starting off with the one that started it all, Iron Man 3. Oh, did I just say Iron Man 3? Whatever. Anyways, obviously this is an S tier movie. It's a classic. It's perfect. Robert Downey Jr. is perfect. It's just a great way to kick it off. Yes. Then the Hulk. I've never actually fully watched the Hulk. I've seen parts of it. So I'm just gonna put it in F. No, yeah. I'm sorry about that. But it's not. I'm not gonna put it in hard garbage because that's a bit too much disrespect for a movie I haven't seen fully. Iron Man 2. Overhated, but still D. It's not great. Then Thor. I actually really do not like this movie. I watched it. I could not. There's moments where it's so quiet, and there's moments where it's so loud. Like I had it at 70 volume, and I could barely hear it. It was so audio is so bad. It's terrible. Captain America, First Avenger. That's a B. It's definitely the worst of its trilogy, but still, it's a superhero movie. This is kind of like one of the when they started to remember how good they were. Avengers. I'm gonna say B. I really think this movie did not age well. I'm that might be a hot take, but I really don't like it as much as everyone else does. I think it's actually worse than some other movies that I'm not gonna say because I don't spoil my reviews. Anyways, Iron Man 3, definitely underrated. Still not a great movie. I'm gonna put it in C. It's definitely better than the second one. Thor in the Dark World, that's hot garbage. That's literally everything. I'm gonna put Thor in D. That's everything wrong with the first Thor, just worse. Captain America Winter Soldier. It's one of these two. It's definitely not Iron Man level though, but I'll put it in there. I still think it's overrated. People say it's the best movie of the whole MCU. It's not. Guardians of the Galaxy, that is the best one so far. It's such a fun movie, such a breath of fresh air. It did so good that Marvel has just copied it forever, which is why most Marvel movies are bad now. But back then it was brand new. It was awesome. I had a great time. Loved every second of it. That's S. Avengers Age of Ultron. Now this is going to be a hot take. But I think it's better than the first Avengers. Because I liked a lot of it. Ultron was kind of cool. It kind of started the Infinity War Endgame trilogy thing. That's when tension started to break. But obviously I see its flaws. I'm not going to A tier it. I was considering it for a second, but no. It's not that good. B's were good. But Ant-Man, I think Ant-Man is the definition of a B tier movie. Nothing happens in it. It just brings up the character. And I think this was the first movie that did that. Like, all the other ones had, like, purposes, stories. Ant-Man really is just there to show you Ant-Man. Now here we go with doozy. Civil War, obviously. I'm gonna say best one yet. Yeah. Civil War's great. The dividing, it ending with the really no winners. That's great. Loved everything about it. Loved the fight. Loved each side of the story. The Winter Soldier murder stuff was pretty cool. And obviously the airport fight was perfect. Anyways, Doctor Strange. I'm gonna B tier this. Put it. It's better than all those. I just don't see it and think A tier. I don't. So far, there has not been an A tier, which is kind of crazy. Next off, Guardians 2. Obviously not as good as the first. I'm gonna B it. Put it there. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know why people don't like it. I think it's fine. I think it does the job perfectly. But yeah, B works. Spider-Man? No Way Home. Oh my god, I mean Homecoming. Homecoming, it's not C, don't worry, I'm not gonna put in C. I think, okay, just so you know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so I'm definitely biased here. My gut is telling me S, but my mind is saying that it should be A. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say very tippity top of A. Like, I don't think there's gonna be something passing it, but like just looking at these movies than this one, it's obvious to see which one's better. I love Vulture in it. Happy. Iron Man's suit absolutely sucks in this movie though. There's just no forgiveness to that. I hate it every second of it. It literally looks like he has a silver belly and it's annoying. Now, Thor Ragnarok. If you asked me this when it came out, this would be an S tier movie. This would have been. But I kid you not, I think Thor Ragnarok has aged worse than any Marvel movie in the whole series. I don't even think it's A. Like I'm gonna put it A. But like Thor Love and Thunder ruined this movie for me a bit. Like I probably give it some time, it's gonna fall to B. I think it's gonna sit. It's not gonna go to C though. But no, that's super sad because I loved that movie when it came out. But it's just like the jokes don't land as funny. They were hilarious the first time, but they're not anymore. Next off, Black Panther. I'm gonna B tier it, but I'm gonna put it above Doctor Strange. I personally really like the movie. I don't see why people think it's like C or D. I'm not gonna put it with these two or these four, but it's still a great movie. I like the characters. You know what? I'm gonna A tier it. Cause I like Killmonger. He's great in it. Yeah, the fight, it's pretty good. The music, obviously, people praise, and it was a pretty good way to introduce the character in his own feature film. But next off, we have Infinity War, and this is the most obvious S tier. This is, in my opinion, probably the best Marvel movie ever made. I don't know if it's my favorite, but MCU wise, I think it is, yeah. Because it's just like how it unites all the characters, it does all that stuff, blah blah blah. It's great. Now, this might. Well, wait, isn't Captain Marvel next? Yeah. Captain Marvel is C. I'm gonna put it there. Here's why. I know that I think they're so annoying. I think they're just trying to be Iron Man or something. They're too powerful. The final fight is impossible to remember. It's when the formula started to get stale, is Captain Marvel. They kind of made her an asshole and unlikable. There's a reason why she's barely in Endgame. Next off, Endgame. This movie is definitely, I don't know. It is either A or S. And I'm going to say A. I really think it's kind of disappointing. I don't think it does as much good as people remember it for. I think it's a little overrated. Very overrated. It's 3 hours. You can really feel that runtime. But yeah, I think A tier perfectly suits it. It's just like a little too long. Some of the story gets slow, but the final fight is all S, obviously. Next off, Far From Home. Some people really don't like this movie. I personally enjoy it. I'm gonna put it also in A. Like I said, I'm a diehard Spider-Man fan. And I know the movie, there's not that much going on. People got to understand Not every movie has to be life or death. Jake Gyllenhaal's great in the movie. Obviously, Peter or Tom Holland's great. I've heard some reviewers say that it relies on like supporting cast too much, but Nick Fury's barely in the movie. I don't know what they mean. So yeah, I think it's a good standalone Spider-Man film. Night Monkey was kind of funny, I guess. And yeah, hate me all you want, but that's an A. Now Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is a stinker. This is not a good movie. This is bad. Like this is like I've watched this film like 3 times. Don't judge me. I don't remember anything. It's not as bad as Thor. But I actually just don't remember what the heck happens in that film. Because there's nothing important happens. All that happens is that he dies. Oh yeah, because that's when Endgame was supposed to come after. But yeah, pretty useless movie. I did not enjoy it. Now we have some TV shows. WandaVision. I'm gonna B tier it. I don't know where I'm gonna say there. No, there. Because it's good. It's not great. The ending is pretty rushed. The beginning was really fun though, like slowly learning who's doing it and the theories, all like the fans. But yeah, the end. Like looking back on it, knowing the film, the show does not age as well as it did in the time. It's a product of its time. Next off, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't know what people are saying this is like looking back, it's good. It's not that good. It's really not. It's C. I feel like the villain is literally probably a top 5 worst villain in the whole thing. Trying to look innocent. It's the same girl. Annoying. The Captain America villain though is pretty interesting. You know what? I'm gonna move it to B just because of like the guy who became Captain America. He was pretty cool. Loki is A. Back of A, but still A. I think it's probably the best TV show. I don't know. I don't remember all them fully, but if I were to choose one, I'd probably say Loki. Black Widow, on the other hand, was not beloved by me. I found this movie to be kind of useless. I did like her sister in the movie. I'm going to D tier it. I'm going to put it at front of D tier. It's like the spokesman of D tier, really. Which is not bad. I mean, if I was a spokesman of D tier, I wouldn't be mad. Next is What If. Some people loved What If. Some people hated What If. I didn't enjoy it. I'm gonna put it C. No, D. It was not that. No. I'm a C tier it. I'm so indecisive. But I couldn't get into it because it was just so lame. There was no episodes that really anything till the very last one, which tried to make it all go together, but you just didn't feel any emotion for these characters because you only spent 20 minutes with them. The Doctor Strange episode was great. The Thor episode was terrible. Like, that was just not a good episode. Most of them were bad. Some of them were good. The last one tried to make it all come together, but it just didn't really work. Didn't it take a break within, like, the big Ultron episode, and then it threw in... No, I don't think it did. But anyways, yes, see. Shang-Chi, I absolutely adore this movie. Like, not S tier, but like, I'm gonna A tier it. I'm gonna put it there. It's better than Thor Ragnarok. I love the martial arts. The final scene is pretty bad, but I can look over it. Actually, I don't mind the final scene. I don't know why I even said that. If people hate it, I'm okay with it. But like, the rest of the movie's so good, it's not great. The rest of the movie's great. I like the fights, the choreographed fights, the story. Simu Liu is a great actor and plays the role almost perfectly. It's awesome. Just a breath of fresh air after a load of stinkers. Eternals, overhated for sure, but I'm a C tier. I'm gonna put it above What If. The stupidest ending in any Marvel movie ever. Spoilers though. Icarus literally flies into the sun. Because you know, if you flew too close to the sun, you're Icarus. No. He just flies into the sun. Was it supposed to be a metaphor? I don't know. But you know what it felt like? It felt dumb. It was really dumb, and I didn't enjoy it. Now, Hawkeye. I'm gonna, I'll put it slightly above Loki. I forgot how much I like Hawkeye. Haley Steinfeld is great in the show. Jeremy Renner is obviously good. Kingpin was I actually kind of hated Kingpin in the show. He did like one thing. He was kind of a wimp. Got shot. Oh, I should have said spoilers, but it's a TV show. Next off, No Way Home. This is right behind Endgame. I might prefer it to Endgame, Infinity War, but obviously, it's not. It's just perfect, really. Sure, the whole like beginning of it, how it all started, was kind of iffy, the plot, but you know, you got to see all three Spider-Man, all them swinging together, all the villains. It was really just what you wanted, and it was great. The worst kept secret in Hollywood, but who cares? It was awesome. It was honestly a great movie, and I walked out of that theater like jumping like a little kid. It was epic. Probably the best theater experience I've ever had. Actually, no, because no one even cheered in my theater. It was annoying. Now, Moon Knight. I'm gonna top of B tier this. This show was quite disappointing to me because I really was intrigued by the character. And to get this, it really kind of hurt. But yeah, it was like a psychological. It wasn't bad. Like, obviously, it's B. But it's not. You know what? No. It's there. It's good. It's not great. There's some episodes that are great, and there's some that are pretty bad. And it was just mind-bending at times. And looking back, I don't remember that much. All I remember is how it ends, and it ends weird. But yeah, the giant fight at the end is not good. I did not like that. But Multiverse of Madness, this is a C or D. It's bottom of C. It's front of D. No, it's bottom. It's bad. It's D. It's the spokesperson of D now. Black Widow doesn't have to worry anymore. I do not like this film. It was bad. I did not like a lot of it, but its flaws were terrible. It wasn't the worst movie to come out recently, but that does not mean it's not a good movie. It does not mean it's a good movie. It's bad. It's convoluted. It's a mess. Doctor Strange is weird. I do like Wanda in it, but that's about it. There was really only one universe, and it was kind of lackluster. So now, Ms. Marvel, this is the only TV show that I have not watched. And I did not watch it because I watched the first 2 episodes or something, and I decided I did not like it. So I'm going to C tier it because I just didn't feel the urge to watch it. It was not that fun. Thor Love and Thunder is F. This thing is bad. It's not good. I did not enjoy this movie at all. I walked out of this movie so disappointed. And this was after looking at the reviews, knowing that it'd be pretty bad, so I did lower my expectations. I did not expect it to be that bad. It was a goofball show. Every single character took nothing seriously, to the point where spoiler alert I guess, when Jane Foster died at the very end, I felt no emotion because nobody cared. And also the convoluted mess of he told Mjolnir to help save her, so Mjolnir called her to quote unquote help her, but Mjolnir was slowly killing her, so Mjolnir broke the promise. I don't know. It actually made no sense. She-Hulk is definitely the most overhated show. It's the worst show, but it's the most overhated. I'll put it in D. Because I like some episodes. They relied on cameos, obviously, but the cameos were bad. The cameos were good. They relied on them, and they pushed it up. I'm not going to say top garbage or F. I got really mad at a couple parts. It was just like men are dumb, and that's annoying. I hate that plot in movies. But yeah, I think D serves it quite right. It's not F, and it's not out garbage. It's just D. Werewolf by Night, I'm gonna put it there. I don't remember it that much. I remember Man-Thing. Remember, it was a little weird. I did not like the werewolf scene at the end. It was it was it was not even spooky. No, it wasn't spooky at all. It was dumb. It was kind of goofy. I enjoyed it though. It was a different thing from the other Marvel movie. Wakanda Forever is the back of A. It's there's so much I like about the movie. There's so much I dislike. I like Shuri becoming Black Panther. That was a good part. Meeting up with Killmonger, him like, ooh, it's spooky. Then she learns what it's like to be. She needs to be the queen. I do not like Ironheart at all. I feel like it's just dumb to have a new Iron Man character just gender swapped. It's kind of lazy. Just create a new character. I didn't like. I liked the villain. What was his name? Oh my god. Namor. I liked him. He was a cool villain. I liked how he attacked. He fought pretty cool. But yeah, it's an A movie. It's not as good as the first one. It's the back of A. Quantumania is very hard to place because on one hand I like it, but on the other hand I really don't. I hate MODOK in this movie. He's the biggest joke of all time. I'm going to B tier it there. And I think that's good. It could be a bit biased, but I don't know. I do like Majors as the role of Kang, so yeah. Now coming up to the end, we have the holiday special. This thing is quite controversial. Some people like it, some people hate it. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. It was just like fun, but it just told us that Quill and Mantis were siblings, which I did not need to know. It did not change anything ever. I don't think there's even in the third movie, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, there's never even a scene where they have anything to do with that. But yeah, I'm gonna put this very back of B. You know what? No, just because of that, I'm putting it in front of C. And now finally, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm going to put this here, I think. It's either that or I'm gonna do that. Because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the best trilogy. Made me feel for all the characters, and luckily none of them died. Like, spoiler alert, I thought one of them was gonna die. No one dies. The characters all had good emotions, a good ending. I'm so happy they didn't do Quill and Gamora, because that would have been dumb at that point. And yeah, so S tier. I think this is the order. Let me look. Is there anything I change? I think I changed that. I would change that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that is going to finish it up. Seal it up. All nice. Maybe that. I think that's my completed list. Okay, that's it. That's good. That's perfect. So yeah, feel free to comment on it, share your thoughts, any hot takes you have. I'm all for it. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.